Here, you're part of magic right now. Good morning. It's 7:12 p.m. and you're listening to Day Trading Radio. In Asia, of course. That's why I said good morning. This is going out to everyone out there in Asia. Special shout out. Getting up from a late night. How's the day looking? How's the night looking? Did you see the meteor showers tonight? Because they see them first over there. It's amazing how they get all the news first, everything. They know exactly what's going on. 12 hours, just, I can't believe it. So, I'm going to record the session tonight. We're going to talk a little bit about the bot. I was talking before, and I was really getting into it, and I said, oh, hold back, Johnny. Let's not blow our load this early in the evening. So let's go back it up a bit. RockBot, I'm very happy with how things are performing, and I went over some key elements of how to use this thing. Yeah, I did post that. So I'm going back on this, and I want to just kind of go over for the people who have it or watching it, how I'm setting it up and what the parameters are right now. And the other important thing is I just always want to stress this. If I'm discussing the bot in any way, I'm always kind of using this as an indicator in itself. If I'm looking at indicators and I'm watching certain things in the market, trend lines and channels and support and resistance, whatever you're looking at, I use this RockBot as an indicator itself. Even though it's a combination of indicators, it's a divergence indicator, and we know that a divergence indicator is going to be a bigger percentage of upside. Well, in this case, again, always consider, if I even say I would take more of a bullish stance in the way I explain this, saying upside, but it works just for the downside just the same. Some of the bigger setups we had were downside moves recently. But as you can see, when we have big moves, what are these big moves defined by? Divergences. So does it make sense not to pay attention to this? If each time we see this and we see an explosive move out of these and divergence short targets hit, wouldn't you want to just be alerted to this all the time? Yes, absolutely. So we got part of the puzzle here. We get the alert. The second part of the puzzle is, how do we know how far it's going to go? Where do we take profits? If we're guaranteed, or not guaranteed, but there's a better probability of moving in the direction of the divergence, how far do we, how do we plan that? That is always going to be tough. I always say refer to your next time frame. Like if you're looking at the 1 minute, look at the 5 minute, see if the 5 minute is starting to rotate up or has a bullish trend to it. Something like that would help you. But in the case here, the important thing is just recognizing these happen so fast. I mean, today I came in today and said, all right, I'll trade the MES. And it's not easy because I am like constantly talking, and I'll hear I hear the bot get in, and then I'll hear the bot take profits, and I'm like over on my screen here about putting in the order, and I'm like I'm not going to chase this now. It already popped. It moves so fast. So, be careful on that point too. You have to be, understanding that a lot of these setups that with the parameters set like this, I'm going to go over the parameters right now. And I have a short and I have a 1 minute buy signal going. Now, what I've been doing with the 1 minute buy, and this is the parameters that you could set yourself if you do have the bot, or if you're, the parameters here are the ones that can be changed, and take profits. The first profits I want to take are 4 ticks, and you could change this. Like I have it right now with 5 contracts of the MES, which you put in down here. And I think that works perfect. Like I said, I've been getting an average of, I would say, on the upside, average, letting it trade for a 24-hour period and 5 contracts off of divergences, I've been seeing an average of $100 to $200. Now, maybe that doesn't sound like a lot, but that's off of 5 contracts. That's off of 5 contracts. That's $250 basically with a discount broker. But you have to set that all up on your own. You have to find your discount broker. You have to make sure it connects to the NinjaTrader. Other than that, then you can have it automate your trades. So, but for those who want to kind of set up and shadow the RockBot, you set up a automated strategy on your trading platform. Sure, you can. You just put in it's called a multiple step or multiple I think it's multiple steps, where you want to have your stop, first stop, second stop. I mean, I don't know the platform you guys are using, but this automatically does it for you. So this automatically does it for you if you're doing it. But I would take first profits at 4 ticks. You're locking in that. That's why this works so well, because it's a scalping tool. If you use it on a 5-minute time frame, it works just as well and better in some cases, because you get bigger returns on the 5-minute. I'll show you. I'm going to show you a 5-minute. Let's take a look at this. I want to do this randomly. I just thought about it. All right, so what I'm going to do is I want to switch this over to the 5-minute. All right. Now what happens is it's going to apply the script and the formula, but applied to the 5 minutes. So it's going to give us 5-minute setups. 5-minute setups here. And then I want to activate it here. The problem is you could actually see. Let me see. Let's see here. And it's confusing because it says 1 minute. But what I was trying to tell you is that you could just change the time frame and have it applied there. But what I would rather you do is actually on the, with the scripts you get, you have a 5-minute 5-minute Thunderbird buy divergence script there. So you drag it down, add it to your thing, and then with a 5-minute, you're going to adjust your targets. And I'm not going to have a 4-tick target. I'm going to have something a little bit more. I know that maybe you want to have your stop a little. I have a signal bar low stop, meaning that whatever the divergence is, it takes the low of the divergence, which is that's the latest development put into effect. So in this case, it really comes down to how you want to follow your trade up, and that's the tricky part. I think that really is a tricky part in this whole, the thing. We know where to enter, but the market also knows how to chop people out, especially when it puts in a short-term bottom. It could come down and test it a couple times. You take profits and move a stop, break-even stop, it's going to come down and take you out before moving higher the majority of the time. So it's, I think that's going to be the hardest part, is developing a good strategy for trailing stops. With the NinjaTrader platform, you have an optimization tab where you can optimize the platform or the script. I highly recommend using that and taking those results and using those. It takes a lot of and share those results with me. I'd love to see them, because it takes me hours to do these. It just takes so long with the freaking NinjaTrader platform. So here's the all right, so take profits after 8. Second profits, I want to adjust that. I want to make that like 20, but I want to change this. It's on the signal bar low, but I want to have the trailing stop. Big difference between having a tight trailing stop, it comes down, or giving it a big run. So let's say we're going to give it 8 and we're going to follow it by 16. So once it goes 8, it's going to activate, and it's going to follow it by 16. So I'm just going to test that out. I can test that out. Let's just put it on the 1 minute sim, and I'll change the chart up there. Let's just so we can see what it looks like. I'm not even going to change that. I'm going to enable that right now. That's 5 minute. All right, so I want to move this over to the sim account. Sim 101. I want to take that. I want to hide that right here. All right, so here. So it says 5 minute divergence long. So that's why the script is running this. You could tell because the other one would say 1 minute divergence long, and you would have that running on your 5 minute. It might confuse you a bit, unless you're not confused. But otherwise, it'll work the same. And again, eventually the stop comes in. So you got two nice divergences, 2 nice profits. And really, again, if you kept your stop here and you had a very wide trend line, and eventually I think I'll have a trend line stop on this, because if we can identify a good trend line after a certain amount of candles, you could probably ride this much further than get, push up and pull back and push up and pull back. That's why I like to have this as a, something that you manually let it get you into a trade and take control of it, Iron Eagle it. Take control of the things and feel out the market. If you feel that the 5 minute you need to, and eventually this will be added onto. This is just all about a code and coded it into, but I would also do a check with the 5 minute time frame. And if the 5 minute was in the direction of the trade that you're in right now, I would consider holding it much longer, give it a wider berth. So it basically would have a kind of an option, kind of having, if the stochastics are rotating higher between 20 and 60, the last 2-3 periods are greater than each other, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, then continue to, keep stop at this level. I could easily think it. I can't easily code it. I have to get, that's what I do is get it down on paper and then slowly transform it into a code. Let's take a look. So that 5 minutes, it's been super. Look at this. I mean, if you look at, I'm not going to say anything more. It's just there. You have to take advantage of it. It's there for you. So you got to keep that 5 minute here running too. I have to keep the 5 minute running, Johnny. Stop it. It's not their deal. That's not their job. So here, I'll put the, I'm going to put this back up. Well, I have the 5 minute. All right, let's see here. What am I going to do? Let me work on this. I start recording back here again. But on the parameters, I've been trying to give us a little more. It's defaulted to the 4-4. Everything is set up on the 1 minute divergence. So everything is defaulted to 416. It's already at the signal bar low, but if you want to put your own low in there, it changes the ticks, and then you're going to move that whatever number you want there. But I think that this is working fine. This is excellent. I'm so happy with this. The other thing is, instead of giving a little more room, I want to keep it on 4. I'll just leave it like that. Signal sim 1 here on bar close. Apply. Looks like we missed a divergence there. Damn it. Damn it. Damn you, ape! Oh, sorry. That's my Charlton Heston. Mercury retrograde. Oh, nice. Pixie. Nice. Coming with the Mercury retrograde. I haven't heard that in years. That used to be on like some of those astrology courses, right? Damn. I want you to do a reading on me, Pixie. I really do. I want you to pull out all your powers. Summon them like Grayskull. Like the guy from Grayskull. I summon the powers of my gray skull, and then do my cards. Can we do that over online? Can we do it now? It's only 8:11. Let's do it. Come on. We'll do it by ourselves. I won't put it on the air. I promise. Wink, wink. All right. If you have to prepare for it, that makes me believe that you're the real deal. So, I've had card readings before, but I don't know. I don't. I want the real. I want you to get prepared. Deadhead wants right after. He wants second dibs. I mean, we could do something, Pixie. I mean, honestly, I know Pixie. I know her well. A little too good, and she's the real deal. I know she's the real deal in what she does and what she's about. We've had some crazy nights together. Sorry, Pixie. I know maybe some of your boyfriends might not want to hear this, but I had to come out and tell them. I had to be the one to break the news. We've had some fucking crazy nights together. I'm not saying fucking. I mean, that came out the wrong way. Sorry. We had some great nights. We hung out. No. We never saw each other. It was all illusion. No, serious. We've met at the trade shows, a couple trade shows. It was great every time. It was fun. It's always fun because we talked about a certain type of energy. Pixie's one of those people who bring the good energy. So when you run into people like that, that's always good here. We got a little rising wedge pattern. Let's see how I'll let this play out here on this, but I'll put this back over on the bot channel. Oh, that's what you call it now? Jesus, so you weren't saying that before. Fine, whatever. All right, I want to put this back over on the bot channel. Here. So we got that. So I didn't put both of the scripts on here. Oh, what happened to this? Grabbed the wrong one. We conquered COVID when we were here. If COVID was going to get us, everyone who went to the trade show this past spring in New York City when COVID was at its peak, well, we were in the midst of the COVID virus down here. I tell you, when you work a trade show, every trade show that I've come back from sick. Honestly, I've had the worst bronchitis coming back. So when I went down there and they were just getting into the COVID stuff. People were like freaking out, but there was no mask being worn yet. It was really just the beginning. But they were scrubbing down everything. They were scrubbing down. Hotels were losing customers, but I already was booked and stuff. But thinking back out of it, all the people that come up to your table and they're talking to you and their spit particles are going right into your face. I definitely had COVID, and I fought it off earlier. I think everyone who was down in New York City at that time had COVID. I think we were sharing drinks. Everyone was sharing drinks. What do you have there? Oh, let me try that. Let me buy you a drink. Oh, let me drink half of it first. Here's your drink back. Yeah, well, it happens usually, Pixie. Pixie was in the hospital after her first trip to meet me. Tends to be the, it tends to happen. And the cookies. Yeah, I brought her down a special cookie that was given to me. I brought it down. That was good. That was the good times. Looking back, those body shots were not the best. Oh my God. Deadhead told me the other day. He says we met in Vegas, right? Deadhead, we did body shots off of people. Oh my God, enlighten me, please. I remember hanging out we were in Vegas. Oh my God, it was like the craziest shit ever in Vegas. Went out there. I remember that I went out. That came out also one time. He flew out with Scott Redler, and he came out, and then we ended up all hanging out. Me and Scott and Dak and someone else with Scott's guy, Scott's guy. And then we ended up going to a strip club that night. And everyone was messed up really bad. Dak was so messed up he got sick, and he ruined the whole freaking trip. This was a downer the whole trip. Chart isn't working on the RockBot tab. I don't have it on the RockBot tab yet. Hold on, let me move it over there for you. I was going to put up the. I moved it over on this, but I needed to put the short signal on here also, and then I'll move it back over there. Oh please, Deadhead. I mean, I need something to get I need my memory back. Someone was doing body shots with me. Deadhead, I did too. I just read your message. I did too. I thought you saw I was like, I didn't play that movie. Deadhead said, not far from sitting in a drum circle smoking joints or something like that. And I was like, did I show you my second movie of the chase? Because that was the scene. It was like an exact scene. I said, I don't show anybody that. I haven't shown anybody that movie. It's weird. I want to know where I did body shots. The last time I remember doing body shots was at a place called Church Street Station in Orlando. Church Street Station in Orlando. They had a beach bar there. Oh my God, that place was crazy. And I was living down there, and I'd always come up, and that was the place to go. Church Street Station. Anybody remember it? Anybody live in Florida? Eaton, what were you running from in the chase? That was the FCC. That was the FCC. Anybody in the room not see the chase? I love showing you the chase. Anybody not see the chase? Like, anybody want to watch the chase? Let me put this up first here. So 10, I'm going to put down four ticks on this, which I didn't optimize on this. This doesn't have the candle low, but I will eventually have that done. Pixie, thank you. She doesn't want to see it again for the 20th time. What is it, the 5? Sim 101, I see. Apply. Kayla. All right, here we go. We're gonna move that back over here, but just look at the pattern we have here. It's a pretty decent pattern on both sides we have. Oh my God. Is that a short? Where's the shorts? All right, so that's pretty good. Everything is back running. I'm gonna put this back over on the bot channel. Crybaby's good to have that back there. Wow, look at that. That's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive there. Take a look at that bot channel. It's pretty impressive. As Eric Clapton, I feel good. How's it go? That's it. All I have. How much time do I have? 8:21. I could leave. I have 2 hours, so that's it. I'm not drinking anymore. Maybe one more drink. Maybe one sip more. I feel good. I feel real good. Let's see what we have here. How you feeling, Pixie? Pixie's not feeling half as good as me, though. Because she's like, I'm just going to abstain and just be me and do nothing. All right, I want to stop the video here. Let me see if I could actually send it out here now. Sorry, it's all over the place, but that's how these videos go.